They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Tua and going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Now Rush. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Nick Needham picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
To throw is Rush. Escaping the pressure right. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 37. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rush. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, They've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Maher is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Rush to throw. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Elliott is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
On second down, this is Edmonds. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Still 9 remaining on second down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To throw on 2nd and 10. Rush. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw, Rush. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On 2nd and 10. Rush. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing here, Rush. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.